Hello and welcome back, everyone, to this week's edition of Take Control Tuesday. I am Coach T with Third Eye Insight. And again, this week I have the distinct pleasure of sharing a message with you that can help you achieve some of your goals and dreams. We have decided that for the past couple of weeks, we've launched a series of messages out of the book, The 6 Laws of Success, as we cover those laws. Previous weeks, the first law was upgrade, protect your mind. The second law was set goals properly to hit goals often. The third law was adjust your attitude for high altitude. Law number 4 was break bad habits and form good habits. And this week, we're at law number 5. Law number 5, simply entitled, understand how money works and truly build a financial house. So let's get right to this week's message. So law number 5. Understand money and build a financial house. Well, first of all, I couldn't plan this even better when we started these series. Today's message falls on Independence Day. Think about it, independent. So, of course, the main message is about building a financial house, but I want to talk about financial independence. See, if we look at what we celebrate and how we celebrate this holiday, what is it all about? Well, it says the 4th of July is Independence Day for the United States. Before becoming a country, the U.S. was a group of colonies owned by Great Britain. Again, most of you may already know this, just oblige me for a second. But on July the 4th, 1776, the Founding Fathers signed the Declaration of Independence and then announced their independence from Great Britain. So, fortunately, praise God, we get to celebrate that as a great nation. But here's the moral of the story in that. What about your independence? See, what about your financial independence? What about your dependence from things that are stopping you from being successful? So I want to talk about, again, law number 5. Understand how money works and build a financial house. Now, understand this. Money's not everything, but poverty is nothing either. And see, money's not taught at churches, colleges, high schools, in most cases, homes. So if it's not taught those entities, where do we learn it from? How do we pass that knowledge on to our children? So think about this. Most of our adult lives, and even as early teens, we spend most of our lives working for the thing that most people don't understand. Money. Okay, well, here we go. Money doesn't come with the instructions, but a cell phone does, a TV does, a refrigerator does. I don't know. Your car comes with instructions called a manual. But when's the last time your paycheck came with one? And see, at the end of the day, most Americans, and some of you watching this video, perhaps you're doing extremely well, but most Americans know they work for it, but they don't really understand it. And that's why it's so important to either take classes or courses to really understand money, or hire financial consultants like my firm, Tidewater Wealth Solutions, but to understand money. But now when we talk about building a strong financial house, I think that's where the rubber meets the road. See, so when law number 5 talks about understand money and build a financial house, what do I mean by that? Well, when I was a senior vice president with PFS, a member of Citigroup, I wanted to find a very, very simple way, a captivating way for our prospective clients to understand why they need the services towards their goals and dreams. So I drew out this house, just imagine this, an actual house, and then 6 or 7 different levels. Like you would have the basement, the first floor, the second floor, maybe the third floor, maybe the attic. You're with me on this. So we had 6 or 7 different levels. And on this piece of paper, we put their name, their last name, and then we begin to fill in the levels of that house. And we would ask the question, what is the foundation to your financial house? We would segue by simply saying, of course, if your house sits on quicksand, it's going to sink. That's why they don't build it on quicksand. They have a strong foundation. And so be it with your financial house. And so we educated them that the foundation to every financial house, I could just tell you this right now, is perhaps having some sort of legal plan or a legal counsel or identity theft protection. And you might wonder, well, why is that so important? Well, at the end of the day, if you don't have access to counsel, legal counsel, to protect your rights, to protect your identity, to make sure you're making the right decisions, to review contracts, to make sure you're not being taken advantage of. Without those things, your whole financial house could come crumbling down. So we were blessed to make sure we educated our consumers on the importance of that, and then we put that service in place. So let's talk about the second level. We would ask them, okay, what's the next level to your financial house? And by this time, they're looking perplexed. Oh, I don't know. Well, we're really happy to have shared with them that the next level is getting the proper type of life insurance. See, life insurance is not for those who in fact passed away. It's for those you leave behind, those who depend upon your income, family, loved ones, employees, whatever the case may be. So life insurance is important. See, we protect our cars, our cell phones with insurances, so it's important that we have that. And again, today is not the attempt to sell you anything, to talk what program is better than the other as far as insurances and so on and so forth. But again, the foundation, a legal plan with identity theft protection. The next level is a solid life insurance program. Some of our prospective clients would say, well, Coach T or consultant, I already have insurance with my job. Well, remember, if you're going to be independent, you need to think about being financially independent, and it's great that your job offers you those benefits, but always have something outside of your place of employment. All right, so now that's the second level. The next level is debt. D-E, debt, D-E, devil. There's a lot of people got themselves in debt, but they're not really educated on how to get out of. And there's a way to get out of debt more than just, well, I owe, it's off the work I go. So there's systematic ways that you get out of debt, how you apply your payments, when you apply your payments, less is going towards the principal, more going towards, should I say, less going towards interest, more going towards the principal. And the bottom line is we help them with their DFD, their debt freedom date. So if we go back to the foundation, number one is legal plan. Number two is income protection with life insurance. Number three is a debt freedom date. And as you can see, we're building upon that house. And if you're writing this down, great. If you want a better illustration, get a copy of the 6 Laws of Success, where we, in minute detail, cover this law to include an illustration of the house, okay? So now we're at level number 4, college education. Well, you're probably hearing today what happened with these student loans, how, you know, the Supreme Court decided to shoot down President Biden's plan to eradicate these student loans. Well, at the end of the day, now a lot of folks are on the hook for this, and it's going to cause some major challenges. See, education is important, but why not, as a parent or a soon-to-be parent, get educated on the great ways that you could put money away, have the money grow perhaps tax deferred, so when it's time for that baby to go to college, the college is fully funded or taken care of. So it's important that we get ourselves knowledgeable about these programs, so when it's the time, again, for us to send our babies to college, they don't have to take out loans, and neither do you. So that's very important. Okay, that's the next level. The last 2 levels, that is dealing with your financial independence number, or shall I say your FIN. Everybody wants to retire one day, I'm sure, and they think it's about the SSN, their Social Security number. Well, you know what's happening with that today. Right now, it's not enough. They keep raising the ages. There's talk that it's going to be bone dry when most people watching this video are coming to collect. So, again, we need to become independent. The great United States became independent in 1776. In 2023, on July the 4th, there's an opportunity for you to do the same. And so with that being said, your FIN, we asked them the question, what is your FIN? Not your SSN. And our prospective clients, again, would look perplexed. They wouldn't know. Well, that's your financial independence number. How much money you need to put away on a monthly basis. Where could you put it on a monthly basis so you can start building towards your financial independence number? So you see, this financial house helps with financial independence. Well, then we're going to talk about the very last level. Actually, the second to the last. And that is your goals and dreams. Everyone has goals and dreams, but most people goals and dreams do not come to fruition because they're either not taught, educated, empowered, and given opportunities to understand finances to achieve their goals and dreams. So again, we educate on that with our sister company, Tidewater Wealth Solutions. And then we even show them ways to earn additional income to help them with their goals and dreams, to include to fund the rest of their financial house. So again, as we digress, we got the foundation, which is legal plans, identity theft protection. We got income protection, which is life insurance. That's level number 2. The next one is a debt freedom date. The next one is college education. And the next one is goals and dreams. And then, of course, their financial independence number, okay? That's another level that, again, I'm sure I talked about and quickly went to the one we're talking about now. So listen, the final level of that financial house is the roof, like any other house or apartment or establishment you may live in. And that roof is important because it's protecting you from the elements, the sun, the rain, the wind, the storm. And as I shoot this video here, there's a storm. You hear the thunder. And typically with thunder comes rain. Well, fortunately, I'm in a beautiful place here where I have a roof. So in your particular case, in Americans' particular case, in their financial house, they need a roof. And that roof has the element that you would need a coach, a director, a teacher. See, a coach that could inspire you and motivate you along the way with your financial goals and dreams and building your financial house. A teacher who could teach you what you don't know. And then lastly, a director who could guide you and point you in the right direction. Our former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan stated that one of the most devastating things that are happening to Americans today, at that time when he was Federal Reserve Chairman, was a lack of financial education. And a lot of school systems throughout the country then made it a requirement that you take financial education classes before you could graduate. See, that's why we're so passionate here at Third Eye Insight and Tidewater Wealth Solutions to help people get educated. And that's been part of my life for 25 years. 25 years educating, providing services and solutions so not only people get educated and building their financial house, but they become financially independent to achieve their goals and dreams. And I have to tell you, on July the 4th, on 2002, when I was part of PFS, a member of Citigroup, I was blessed to click over what was called my annual 12-month rolling income of 6 figures. And I thought at the time it was all the money in the world. But you can rest assured, in my mind, on July the 4th, that was the day that I believe I became financially independent, not just with the numbers, but with the knowledge. And then I went to work even after that in great detail and hiring and training consultants and agents, building huge teams to teach and preach the importance of financial education, financial independence, whatever that might mean to you. Everybody's numbers different, everybody's goals different, and truly on how to build a financial house. So I promised you last week that this one would be a great one. I think it's a great one. I hope you agree with it. But at the end of the day, like I said in our very first video, this is one law that if you don't get right, you will get left. This is one law that you cannot afford to break. And again, we're only able to share 8 to 10 minutes because we know your time is valuable. But if you want more content on this, more information on this, more solutions and service on this all too important subject, starting on this incredible day, reach out to us. You can find Tidewater Wealth Solutions, okay, by the description information here on this video, or you can find more on Third Eye Insight. So again, happy holidays. We hope that you're being safe, you're having an enjoyable time, you're not eating too much, and you really understand what today could be for you and your family this time next year and for many, many years to come. So again, thank you. Next week, we have the final law number 6. I'll save that for next week. So we're going to end the video the way we end every video. Remember, everyone, possibly to include you, is either going into something or they're going through something or they're coming out of something. Again, they're going in, going through, or coming out. So no matter where they may be or where you may be in that process, Please be kind, be generous, be considerate, because it just might be what they and you need to succeed. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless your businesses. God bless you on your path to financial independence. And God bless our great United States of America. Goodbye, everyone. And I look forward to next week. Bye-bye now.